Here we are at the Our Barn Community Podcast. I think we're up in our 20s now, and we are joined by Lagan. How are you, Lagan? How are things?
Things are good, thank you. Nice weather today, 23 degrees. Sun's out, guns out.
I'll tell you what is out. The birds are out. So if anybody can hear, Lagan has a bird song in the background, and I think he's also got somebody maybe preparing dinner for him. I can hear somebody.
My gran.
Yeah, I can hear your gran working away in the kitchen. So I can imagine that's going to be a delicious meal. So Lagan, should we start and let people know who you are? Because for those listeners who don't know Lagan, we will just fill in the gaps. What's your name, where you come from, and how old are you, Lagan?
My name's Lagan. I come from the Hounslow area. Joined our futures through someone who told me about Barnaby's mum told me about it.
Yeah.
And that's how I got in touch with David.
There we go. It was a good connection, Lagan. It felt like, and I've said this more than once, the right time at the right place kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when you kind of work out how your life kind of throws you challenges and ups and downs, and sometimes you win the lottery. I'm not saying Our Barn was the lottery win, but it felt like a good timing for you.
Yeah, definitely. Our barn helped me a lot. Yeah.
I'm
25 years old.
You're 25, indeed. So you joined the Our Futures program, which is sponsored by the National Lottery over at the Bridgelink Centre in Isleworth.
Yeah.
What was the Bridgelink like? What was the Our Futures program like?
Bridgelink was quite good. The Our Futures program was really good. I made some good friends, such as Sam and Lewis and Michael and Sarah. We worked well as a team. We used to play this game. I forgot what it was called, on the hill, and we had to throw one ball, like a ball, and we had to get it. We had to get it quite close to it.
Boccia.
Yeah, boccia. I used to love that game.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a favorite of Our Barns. It's quite a good game. We really enjoy it because I feel like it's a game that everybody can play. You don't need to, slam dunk the ball. It's simple. If you call it simple, it's definitely not a simple game, but it's the idea is simple. The delivery of that ball is not simple. The Our Futures program brought you on quite the journey.
Yeah, definitely.
Where did we leave you off when we were saying goodbye to you, Lagan? Where were you off to?
I started work.
Yeah.
At John Lewis in Oxford Street.
Mm-hmm.
So I gained employment then through Our Barn's help with interview techniques and preparation for the interview, mock interviews. And also before I left, some filmmakers came in as well to record us about Our Barn. Yeah, that went well.
We must thank George and Kat again for a beautiful film, because they captured in a very short space of time the essence of what Our Barn is and what Our Barn does. Well, I think we've got the whole community on our podcast today, Lagan. Everybody wants a bit. You'll hear the kids, you'll hear the cooking, you'll hear the birds. Life is definitely coming back to fruition, eh? Yeah. The Our Futures journey does, what we set out to do is not always what we do, but our intentions are to bring people forward, so that they can benefit their lives in a positive way. I think it's quite simple. But yeah, again, the simple things in life are not always easy. Let's get to know you a little bit more, Lagan. Okay, let's build a picture for people who don't know you. Now, I know Sarah and Sam and all the guys of the Our Futures team will know you. But for our listeners, we'll play a bit of this or that. So if I was to take you on a journey to the bottom of the sea or to the top of the mountain, which one would you choose?
Top of the mountain because I can't swim.
Ah, Lagan. Oh, no, I'm not a very good swimmer either. Top of the mountain it is. Would you choose a mountain? Have you got a mountain in mind?
Kilimanjaro.
Oh, very nice. Oh, you're not going to a small mountain, are you?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place, Kilimanjaro.
Well, Peak District's quite good.
Peak District is beautiful. Yeah, I've been up there loads and loads. Let's go to the top of the mountain when we can. It'd be a nice adventure.
Yeah, definitely.
Android or Apple?
Apple all day long.
Really? Have you ever gone to the Apple? Have you ever kind of flirted with the Android technology?
I used to have a Sony Xperia like ages ago when I was younger.
Okay.
I always liked Apple products like the iPad, iPhone. My family's always been an Apple family.
Cool. Okay.
Apple products.
And is that something that you're quite passionate about, technology? Because I know we're getting on to what you're currently doing and stuff. So if anybody from Apple are listening in and they're thinking of hiring a certain Mr. Lagan Gupta, are you available for hire?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. I like that. That's powerful confidence. Yoga or martial arts?
That's a hard one. I'd probably say yoga. As before I moved out of the area, I used to go to yoga classes with my dad. And the yoga teacher was quite good. And we also learned a bit of martial arts, such as Tai Chi, which is quite relaxing. Yeah, we did different methods of Tai Chi.
Awesome, man. And we also did a bit of headspace over here at Our Future. So it's always quite nice just to kind of tune into somebody else's voice and actually tune out of the world, which is ever present and ever demanding. Nice.
Yeah. Also, talking about headspace, there's a meditation thing that my dad does, which I enjoy, the Blue Mountain Meditation Center in America. Okay. Which is in San Francisco. And I sometimes do that. It helps me with stress and anxiety. Great. Well, it should be nice to put the link in at the bottom of the podcast. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Bringing you swiftly along, bike or walk? Walking. Walking, okay. Yeah. Any particular walks you like going on? I like going along the canal. I also like going into greenery, like Osley Park. That's a favorite. A lot of like Ealing Common's quite nice. Yeah, I like green spaces. That's quite good. Get fresh air. When the sun's out, it's nice as well. There's some. Like Hounslow has so many green spaces. I know you moved out of Hounslow for the time being, but it is a beautiful place when it's looked after and when it's respected. But Osley Park is special to us at our barn. Yeah, and you know why. Cool. Jubilee Lodge. Yeah, we gotta get you down to Jubilee Lodge and get you down to do some work. Okay, so we've gone for a walk in the park. Now we're going to listen to some music. Is it going to be Snoop Dogg or is it going to be Dr. Dre? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, you nearly went Dr. Dre. Yeah. Snoop Dogg is on everything. He's on Just Eat adverts. Somebody say, Just Eat. Just Eat. I'm like, he's so funny. He's so funny. But yeah, he's I don't know how old Snoop Dogg is now. Feels like I'm not too sure, actually. Feels like he's been around forever. He's been around since the 90s.
I'm going to guess even before that. Yeah, before time.
He was quite close with Tupac and Biggie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Cool. So, Dr. Dre, I'll see you another day. Insta or TikTok?
Probably Instagram.
Instagram's a more relaxing vibe, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There's less manic energy on Instagram. Maybe it's just the people I follow. But yeah, it seems like a calmer space to be. TikTok is it's a bit quirky at times.
It's a bit hyped up, TikTok, I'd say.
Yeah. Countdown or pointless?
Pointless.
Okay, Countdown's very old. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it.
I've seen it once or twice, but I find it quite boring.
I thought you were going to say that. Pointless has got a bit more going on. If I were to choose out of those two, I'd choose Countdown, just as a game show that I didn't even grow up with it. It just was a part of life. My nan used to watch it. BBC or Channel 4?
Well, BBC's got Line of Duty, which is quite good. And Channel 4 has its documentary, so I'm a bit split on them, but I'll edge towards BBC probably.
Channel 4, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Channel 4, sorry.
Sorry, Channel 4 is bragging they have the biggest free online streaming service, full of everything you need. Whereas BBC the iPlayer is quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to watch Channel 4 when Top Boy used to be on there.
Yeah.
The old Top Boy. But now it's on Netflix.
Ah, was it moved over? Oh, I see.
Yeah, because Drake funded it and he spoke to Netflix to produce it and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. So you've gone BBC there.
Yeah.
Which brings us on to, because BBC hosts loads of sport. You've loved sport since you were young, Lagan.
Yeah, definitely. I'm quite into football. I've been to Chelsea soccer camps, Brentford soccer camps, like in primary school as well.
Yeah.
We used to go to soccer schools run by different coaches. I'm a keeper and a defender, but I prefer five-a-side. I used to play for my college team, Acton College. I used to play as a keeper and a defender, and we always used to come second to Richmond and Town, which is a bit tricky and they're a really good team, so credit to them.
Yeah, we've got a tournament coming up July the 9th, and you've got to get talking to our manager, Taj, so you can get your name on the team sheet, because we'll need to get our team back together again. I think we definitely need to invite Richmond College and Acton back to. Well, I think Acton, you said, the team had closed.
Because the college got built into flats now.
Yeah, we'll look them up. We'll see if they've got a team in Acton at all. To see.
They still got Hammersmith.
Correct.
Hammersmith College and Ealing.
Yeah.
So they might want to join.
Yeah. So it'd be very interesting. We've never won the Community Cup, the Arborn Community Cup. Let's not predict the future, but I feel like we can bring a strong team to the next tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Your love for cricket is also apparent. You've always kept in touch with your roots for cricket.
Yeah, I like cricket. Before I used to like the test matches, and then the 50-50 started kicking in and the T20s. So I focused more on the 50 over game and the T20 games. And the T20 World Cup's not too far away. It's going to be in the summer in India. And recently, England toured India and lost the test format and the T20 format and one days. But they came close at the end to clinching it.
Really?
They ended up losing by 7 runs.
That's is that like a 1-0 victory in a football game, or is it close? Does it feel like you nearly won it. Is it like does it feel even closer than a 1-0 victory?
It's designed on games. Like, say if you have 3 ODIs and you win, it's like a game 2-1. It's like a football match, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you win the most runs scored on the in 20 overs, you have to chase it down. The team who's batting second has to chase it down, and it's about wickets and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've never played cricket officially. I've just kind of knocked about with the Our Barn crew, and I enjoy it. But I think it's such a skillful game. I'm not quite sure I could pick it up so late on. It feels like something that you kind of have to grow up with. But hey, who knows? Have you gone? Have you watched any games abroad? Have you ever been to a cricket game abroad?
I haven't been to a cricket game abroad, but I've watched England at the Oval against India before, and I've also met Trevor McDonald and Alex Stewart at a cricket match and got their autographs.
Oh, cool. Where I was going with this conversation was your love for traveling, and I was just kind of throwing in a bit of a slow ball just to see if you'd been to a game. My first ever cricket game, Lagan, and I'm not a cricket fan, was England versus Sri Lanka, but it was in Sri Lanka. So
oh wow!
Yeah, no, we were traveling, and my friend's uncle got us tickets, and suddenly my first ever, not even like park game. I'd never even been to a park game. Was for an international. I could see the Barmy Army and the Sri Lankan supporters. It was really good, nice atmosphere.
I've been abroad before, but not to watch matches. But
yeah. What's your favorite country you've traveled to, Lagan?
America, Florida, to visit my aunt. In Florida, Orlando.
What's the weather like in Florida?
In the summer, it's tropical because it's like 30, 31 degrees in the day, and then at night it's tropical. Like it rains in the evening, but the rain's quite warm, so it's like having a shower in the rain.
Yeah. I know that feeling. It's strange because you don't experience that here. So when it happens, you're like, oh, surely the rain should be cold and there should be wind and I should feel really wet, but it's actually you feel sweaty.
Yeah.
So if we were to take America out of the equation, what other countries would you be interested in traveling to?
Maybe some countries in Europe.
Okay.
I've been to Germany and Austria before with school, which was quite good as we got to go to the Lindt factory and try the...
repeat that again. You got to go to the...
Lindt factory.
Lindt, the chocolate?
Yeah.
Ah, I like Lindt.
And we went to Cologne and Munich as well, which is really good. And the funny thing was the school that it was in year 9, so we went to the factory and they said only one sample to try for free, and everyone was taking their glasses off, changing their hair so they got more.
Why not?
Yeah.
You get one opportunity.
I'd like to travel South America as well.
Yeah, I can see why.
I've been to Bahamas before on a cruise from America.
Oh wow.
From Cape Canaveral, and they had all sorts of entertainment, music, free ice cream. If you pay $20 and you get free soft drinks and ice cream, unlimited.
Forever for the whole cruise.
Yeah.
Wow. Dangerous.
It's quite nice. Yeah. At first I got seasick a bit, but I didn't. Then I took seasick tablets for it. It was alright. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Hopefully this lockdown eases off and we can start getting back to normality.
I hope so. It'd be nice to step outside of our postcode, go outside of London and explore, adventure, take to the high seas, get to the Kilimanjaro, These are the things I can imagine you've been dreaming about. Like, you know, it's quite special places. I know England's a gorgeous, beautiful country. It's such an interesting place to travel. Yeah, what comes with that is the challenging weather and the unpredictability.
Wales is quite beautiful as well. I've been to Wales to watch to watch the football at the Millennium Stadium in 2005 when Arsenal lost to Chelsea 2-1.
Oh, unlucky. Oh, we haven't mentioned that you're an Arsenal football fan.
Yeah, I support Arsenal, but we're not doing too well this season.
No.
Like 10th or 9th.
Don't worry about it. There's time. There's time. If you can, I don't know, get a bit of wind beneath your sails and just get a good run. You got new. It's new, isn't it? Arsenal have changed managers, and they've, you know, it takes time. Everything takes time. Don't lose faith.
Yeah.
Definitely don't lose faith. If you were to recommend a city for our listeners to go to, what city would you recommend they go to?
In the world or where?
Yeah, the world. Yeah, totally the world.
That's a hard one.
And it's off your recommendation. So if they go, they'll be saying, well, Lagan told me this is a good spot.
Abroad, I'll probably go to the Bahamas is quite nice. Like when you went on the glass bottom boats, you could see turtles, and the ocean, the water's clear. It's like no pollution or nothing. It's see-through, so you could see it. You could see like turtles swimming. You could see the ocean. And I'd recommend a cruise. So coming to the city that I'd recommend is probably Orlando in America, because it's got like Disneyland. It's family friendly, so it's got theme parks like Busch Gardens, Disney World. I would recommend going to Universal Studios. That's quite nice.
Awesome. Which brings me on to a bit of knowledge. I'm going to delve deep into your knowledge of capital cities. Okay, so, and we haven't practiced this, and you don't know what capitals are going to test you on. What is the capital of Turkey?
Istanbul.
Ooh, most people say Istanbul, you know.
Oh, Ankara.
Hey, correct. Yes, I didn't even tell you. I didn't even signal. It is Ankara, correct. Most people go Istanbul. I guess it's just more known.
Half of Turkey is in Europe and half is in Asia, you know.
Yeah. So what is the capital of Iraq?
What does it begin with?
Think. It's quite well-known, very well-known capital. Begins with B.
Beirut?
That's Lebanon.
Baghdad.
Baghdad, correct. Yeah, 100%. That's 2 out of 2. See if we can get 3 out of 3. The capital of, and I'm stretching you now, Ethiopia.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I told you.
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. 100% so far. China.
Hong Kong? No, not Hong Kong.
No, Hong Kong's its own.
It's its own province.
Yeah.
Beijing?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 100%. And let's bring you to Southeast Asia. Let's go all the way down to the warm climates of Sri Lanka. Colombo, correct. That was my last sun holiday. It was lovely down in Colombo. Got to visit some friends over there.
Nice. My best family friends is from Sri Lanka as well. So, yeah.
My best friends are from Sri Lanka. Very good. 100% on the capital cities. Your geography teacher will be very, very proud of you. Do you remember your geography teacher's name?
Well, I had loads in school. I had Mr. Smil. He was my form tutor. Who else was my geography? I can't really remember, you know.
Don't
I
worry.
remember Mr. Smil was my form tutor and he used to teach me geography as well.
What school did you go to again, Lagan?
Lambton.
Lambton, of course. Yeah, we'll have to hashtag Lambton on our podcast. What are you currently doing, Lagan? So we're kind of moved into you like studying. So I know what you're doing, but the listeners don't know what you're doing.
At the moment, I'm studying a PC maintenance course, which is based in North London. And I do one-to-one sessions, and it's about fixing computers, hardware, software, how to fix the CPU, what connection cables, the RAM, the CPU, the CMOS battery.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wanted to join, it might be far from if you're listening in the Hounslow area, but obviously if you move to North London or somewhere like that, you can get in contact with the college. And I went through my dad's family friend, my uncle's friend, and he recommended it, and he knew the tutor, the guy who actually run it. It's not open at the moment, but they're doing that. I've got the syllabus and I do like 2-3 hours Monday and Tuesdays, which is quite good. I would recommend the course.
You're enjoying learning, Lagan? Because I know you're a worker. You love to work. I know whenever there was a chance to look for work, you've always looked for work. But back in the learning seat, I bet it's quite exciting. It's like learning a new language.
Yeah. And
Especially
David, you still need to give me your apple, man.
I've still got it. It's sat in my cupboard. It's of no use to me at all. So it's yours. It's yours. I scrubbed it. It's completely void of anything. I think it's going to be a big project. Not a big project. It'll be a project because I can't get it to work. It still fires up. It still turns on. But after that, I have no clue. I've tried all the YouTube doofers, but it's beaten me. It's yours. So I just need to give it to you. I just need to get it to you. So I'll drop it to your dad's. How about that?
That would be good.
Yeah, I'll drop it to your dad's.
And I like going for walks. I go to a green space near my area, Finsbury Park, which is quite busy at the moment because of the heat. Yeah, so it's quite nice.
I'll have to get you out for a game of golf one day, Lagan.
I played golf before, you know.
Oh, let's play golf. Let's play golf. I feel like if anybody's going to play golf, you like green spaces, you like cricket, you like football. I think golf kind of suits you to some degree. Like you just the club, hit the ball. I've got loads of balls, and yeah, we'll go for a game of golf.
Yeah,
let's plan that.
Definitely.
Let's plan that. Definitely, I'm going to hold you to that. What do you think of the world of tech at the moment, Lagan? What's exciting on the horizon? What have you kept your eye on?
There's delivery drones that are started in Milton Keynes.
Really?
My uncle was talking about, yeah. And it's like a little it's like a robot type thing, but it's like a square. And you can when you order something, you can see it going on the footpath, and it's got your bag of shopping in it, or it's got chocolates or whatever takeaway, and it delivers it to your door, and it's like a droid.
Would you trust it?
Yeah, because it's got like some of them get broken by cars, but it's got quite good technology in it. To like map it to their address and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd trust it. Yeah. Also,
do you know what I saw before this? Just around lunchtime, I was on Twitter, and I saw a house getting built by a robot.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the robot was taking the bricks, it had mixed mortar in it, and it was laying the bricks to a house.
That's wicked. Whereabouts was that? In England?
It was in England, yeah, yeah. And
Oh wow.
I knew we were going to have this conversation today, and I just thought that's really clever. Like that, it had a skilled tradesman behind it. So I'm not going to lie to you. It didn't just do everything on its own. Didn't just turn up to the site and throw everybody off site. But yeah, it was laying bricks all by itself. And then the skilled tradesman just pointed the walls because it didn't have that technology just yet.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say before I cut you up?
I was going to say that electric cars and all that are becoming quite popular because of the ULEZ, which is going to come in soon. So either it's going to be electric, or I think the cars have to be petrol, or and it's like £30 a day if you go into the ULEZ. So be careful.
Yeah.
Because you might get a heavy fine. Yeah.
Do you see the world of the future? Can you see the future? Can you see flying cars? Can you see, like, drones are big anyway, right? You can get really big drones, but can you see a drone taxi? Can you see that kind of thing happening?
Maybe, like the Docklands, the DLR has driverless trains, which has been going on for a while. There is every type of possibility, but just have to be careful, just in case there's a glitch in the system, or it stops working. So you have to be careful with safety precautions. But I think it's a good thing going forward.
I've seen the cars. I know they were testing them in Hounslow. They were going from chemists to people's front doors, and so they were delivering medications.
Well, a car, electric car.
I'm pretty sure they were driverless. Yeah, pretty sure they were driverless cars. I could, you know, when you think I've seen that, and I've seen it in real life, so I'm going to say yes, I've seen it, and somebody will probably find out that it was in my dreams. But yeah, that's it's the kind of thing that is happening. You know, they're testing on a major scale. You know, somewhere in the middle of a desert, I guess, where it's a little bit safer than built up streets of London. Yeah, so I think, look at us now. Like, you got a pair of wireless headphones on. That's, you know, I'm hanging out of a wire. You're not. So we've come, you know, away from wires and the need for, like, to be touching. So I guess anything is possible.
Definitely.
I think they do a lot of farming now with technology. I've seen cows milk themselves, walk into a milking machine, get hooked up and walk out the other side milked. Yeah, no farmer needed. And then the farmer's machine comes along and cleans out the shed, takes away all the waste product, and cleans it. It's constantly cleaning. It's quite clever. It's really clever, in fact. The cows just step over this cleaner as it moves across the shed, and the cows just step over it as it kind of approaches them.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, robots. Yeah, time will tell how far and how fast it goes. But for now, I'm happy with an iPhone or a laptop. As the future kind of does come quick and fast, Lagan, and maybe you complete your and you will complete your computer course. What does the future look like? What kind of industry would you like to work in?
I like to work in IT.
Yeah.
Either the hardware side or the software side, because in the course they've been teaching you how to fix, like, computers, assemble computers, CPU, the wiring, which is quite good. It was a bit unfortunate that the lockdown came in and the colleges closed, but I'm looking forward to going back. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, if anybody is looking for an apprentice and is thinking of giving anybody a chance, our barn, our futures, we're here, we're ready to be hired. So if you're thinking you like the sound of Lagan and you think he's got the skill, he'll prove it to you. He'll interview well, and he will turn up and do the job. Hire Lagan, please get in touch with us. David@ourbarn.org.uk, and we'll put you together.
But that would be great if you guys can hire me. Thank you.
Yeah, why not? We've got loads of projects in the pipeline, Lagan. Sadly, none of them are as big as the IT department of a major firm. But I think start small and work your way up. Firm feelings that you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. You've tried loads of things, haven't you? You've really tried your hand at loads of different industries. So I think you found the right one.
Definitely, yeah.
Cool. Lagan, I know Nan is preparing a delicious meal. I think I could hear the mustard seeds frying in the background. How just before we say goodbye and before we end the podcast, is there anybody you'd like to thank or anybody you'd like to acknowledge? Because people will tune in, people will listen to this podcast, and they'll be interested to know who's influenced you along the way.
I'd like to thank my dad, my gran, our futures for supporting me through a difficult period, but I got through it. We went to a jazz festival, which I liked, in central London. That was quite fun.
That was brilliant.
My new supported living for supporting me. My dad, Jamie, David, and our futures program, and the Zoom calls in the day, like football talk, just having a little bit of a social every day through Zoom in our barn. Shout out to some of my friends that have supported me through thick and thin, who've been there, and my uncle and my auntie. And yeah, thank you everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone out, but it wasn't deliberate. But that's all I can think of at the moment.
Brilliant. Lagan, you've been such a polite guest. The birds have been very happy to listen in and to chip in. I hope you've got a delicious meal. I hope you're going to help your nan set the table and get that meal.
She's making dosa.
Ah, I love dosa. Oh, I love dosa.
Yeah,
You're very
with
lucky man.
With dal.
Oh, it's my kind of food, Lagan. It's my kind of food.
Yeah.
Could we get the table out the back in the garden, and I'll be there in. Oh, it's 4:10 now, so give me an hour.
Will you actually come?
I'd love to come one day. Let's plan it. So, game of golf, dinner in your garden.
And can we go for a walk again in Oxley Park like we did last time?
Absolutely. Yes, please. Yeah, I'm off for a couple of weeks. I've got a bit of annual leave. But yeah, totally. Is that somebody at the door?
Yeah, my grand's gone to get her.
Good. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, Lagan. You've been a great guest. You're such a smart, intelligent, and brilliant man. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you. I know Jamie has had such great times with you, and we look forward to continuing that journey. There's Dad. I can hear his voice in the background now. It's been a really nice, insightful podcast, and I think you've shared really honestly with everybody. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Take care. That's the Our Barn Community Podcast. That's Lagan Gupta. Cheers, man.